Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Elsa Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys, so first of all, tomorrow is May 5th, and I'm excited because at 2 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to have our first live chat. I'm going to come out here at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to discuss the book Being Me, Loving You by Marshall Rosenberg. Now, you don't have to have read the book or even have the book to start this. I'm going to just discuss the technique of how to do it. This book is all about nonviolent communication. There's a technique to how to do nonviolent communication. So any of you who want to brush up on your communication skills, or any of you who are in love with somebody or who have loved ones and want to have more harmonious conversations with them, that's what this is for. It's for couples. So even if you're not in a couple, in a relationship, you can use this with anybody. So tomorrow's discussion is just going to be what the technique is and how to do it. So if you have the book, read pages 65 and 66. If you don't have the book, you can still come and join in on the discussion, because I'm going to explain to you what the technique is when we first get started. And you still have time if you want to continue to read the book with us, because we're going to have several more discussions on this book and the technique that is used. Okay? Cool. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. All right. Now I'm going to get into today's question. My girl Teresa in the comment section dropped this question this morning, and I was like, ooh, I know the answer to that one. I've experienced this so many times. Shout out to Teresa. I have experienced this so many times, not just myself, but other people in my profession, in my personal life. I've seen this a lot. Her question is, should an Aquarius specifically just learn to love someone who's loving them? So if there's this guy or there's this girl that's crazy about you and you ain't really feeling them, should you just work towards making yourself be open to them? Now, everybody knows I love Luther Vandross. Big Luther and Little Luther, okay? Love Luther. He has a song called Love the One You're With. If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. And that's what this situation reminds me of, because it's like, I don't love anybody, or the person I do love, I can't be with, so I'll just take the one that loves me. Now, I'm going to tell you why this can be problematic. First of all, there are times when this works out. I'll give you an example. I know several couples who are in arranged marriages. They are from other countries. They never knew their fiance, or they knew them briefly before they got married. And in every situation I know of, I would ask them, how did y'all stay together? Like, because all these couples are together 20, 30 years later. And some of them are younger and just got together. And the older couples tell me that they gradually fell in love over time. So yeah, this person was a complete stranger when I married them, but over time we grew to genuinely, organically love each other. So you do have that as a possibility. That could happen. However, I know another situation with a woman where she got involved with a guy that she really didn't like that much. She got involved with him for economic stability. He had money. She didn't. So he wanted her. She thought it made practical, logical sense. Well, she gets with this gentleman, and she's with him for like 13, 14 years, and eventually ends up leaving him and their kids, because she just can't stand. She told me, if he touches me again or breathes near me, quote, I'm going to kill him. So after 13, almost 14 years of being with him, she just couldn't stand it anymore, and she left. So that's why I'm saying sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I noticed one other couple. The woman just could not figure out why she didn't like the guy. He was nice. He was charming. Her family liked him. Her friends liked him. But she just didn't like him. Everybody kept telling her, well, don't be stupid. He's a good guy. You got a good catch. Go ahead and take him. Because every woman knows that if you got a good catch, you better hurry up and snatch him before somebody else gets him, you know? And that was, you know, this family's mentality, which I think is total bullshit. So she snatched him and they got together. She still didn't like him. And after being together for a couple of years, he molested her nieces and nephews. It was several different children in her family. And she was like, see, I knew he was a creep. She was like, I knew he was a creep. She's like, I knew something about him I just didn't like. I didn't think it was that, but I knew something I didn't like. And I was like, see, that's why when your gut instinct tells you something like that, I don't fight against it. So, yes, you have the possibility of it going well. Yes, you have the possibility of it being a disaster. So what is my answer? What would I do? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't care how nice he is. I wouldn't do it. I would be his friend. And if I organically fell in love with him, then I would be with him. But if my gut instinct kept telling me no or something about him I just didn't like, I wouldn't make myself love the one I'm with. I must disagree with Luther on this one because a lot of people do that. To me, that's just settling. Is settling for good enough. Okay, you're nice, you're attractive, you got a nice car, you're good enough. But I don't believe in settling for good enough. I believe in organically falling in love with somebody or not. So if you're friends, you know, be friends. And if something happens, wonderful. If something doesn't happen, I would not let him make me, persuade me, talk me into doing something that for some reason my gut keeps telling me not to do. You have no romantic feelings towards this man. It sounds like you think he's cool, but you just don't feel romantically towards him. So 9 times out of 10, having sex with him is going to be torture if you have to, or if you choose to. Sex with him is going to be torture. And like I said, there's a chance of it changing, but there's a chance of it not. So if I were you, I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't settle. I would be his friend. I would get to know him. And if I saw something in him and something changed in me, that I felt him, then I would do it. But if it stayed the same, I wouldn't make myself do it just because he's caring about me or showing, you know, the qualities that I like. Because there's a reason why your gut instinct tells you not to do something. I never go against my gut, even if I don't know what the hell it's talking about. If my gut tells me no and I can't figure out why to the no, I still go with the no. Because I've come to find that you will find out later why your gut was telling you no. I always find out later. Sometimes quickly, sometimes it takes a while, but you'll find out. And some of the times you dodge the bullet. So I would not do that if I were you. You think about it, and obviously you're going to do what you want to do. But based on my advice, that's what I would do. Okay? See you later. All right, guys. I hope that helps you, by the way. Let me know what happens. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who thinks they might, in Aquarius especially, who has somebody that like them, that they not really liking, and they thinking about loving the one they with, show them this video and tell them I said, really think about that. Likewise, if you would like to send me a love donation, I will leave my PayPal. If you would like to send me a gift, I'll leave my Amazon wish list. If you would like to get an oracle or a tarot reading, please email me for an appointment. If you have a question for Asking Aquarius, please email me. And let me see what else. I think that's it. So check me here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. See ya.